folks. Okay. All of this is exercise, okay? Just dance in your room. In your living room, in your bedroom, down in your basement. Get your workout in. Even if you can't get out of bed, you can do it right in bed. All right. You want to put some other exercise there, Jess? Do the arms. All right. You can work out your own dance. Let's keep going. Now I'm gonna ride the bicycle. Right in bed. You can do your sit-ups. Okay, let's get some sit-ups in. If you're new at this, just do one or two. If you can't pull yourself up like I'm doing, get somebody to hold your feet. All right, or just rest your hand on the bed and push yourself up. But you have to do a little bit at a time. Then your arm like this, rest on your elbows, and come up from there. Start little baby steps. All right, the next thing you can do, when you wake up in the morning, first thing you do, you wake up, you stretch. You know how you used to do when you were a young kid? All right, now folks, I'm doing this now today, even though last Sunday I promised that I will try and go to the gym every Sunday, but tomorrow is Resurrection Sunday, commonly known as Easter Sunday. So I'm not going to hit the gym because for one thing, I know a lot of you are going to be doing other things. And I'm doing this at this time because I know people also prepared food and all of that for that day. It's a big day. Now, what I like you to do, if you have not been exercising, just wake up in the morning with a nice stretch, just like your dog or your cat do, or you used to do when you were much younger. Wake up and stretch. Every now and then I stretch when I wake up and it feels so good. Oh, I feel good right now. And my spine just cracked, Get that little crack in there, sets everything back in place. All right. Those few things I just showed you can do. You can start off by doing something very light. Do a little dance, get your heart pumping, get your blood flowing. When that blood flows, your blood is key, right? Your blood carries oxygen and nourishment throughout your whole body. Keeps you alert also. More oxygen here. If you're deprived of oxygen in your brain, most of you might know what happens, right? You can pass out. You can faint, pass out. So keep exercising. You need to also do these things to expand your lung capacity. I'm a very shallow breather, very shallow. So for years I went without exercising, doing anything, playing football/soccer, running track, didn't do those things. And when I got back to that, I found that my breathing was bad because I was not used to opening up my chest capacity or my diaphragm when I breathe. So apparently my lung capacity had shrunk. Okay, same with the muscles, all right? I got a little bit coming back now. All of this was all skinny and gone. So you work out, even as an older person, those things will gradually come back. But my one advice to you is don't overdo any of this. Do not overdo it. All right, because if you do, you will hurt. And most people, when they're hurt, they're done. They don't come back again. So my advice is to take it easy and build. It's like climbing steps, right? You don't want to run up the steps. If you haven't been doing it, if you're not used to it, you want to go maybe slowly holding on to the railing, the banister, and get yourself up the steps. All right, eventually you want to try that without holding on to anything. Another thing you can do, if you find that you're losing your balance, you're a little bit off balancing. Now, a disclaimer, I'm not a professional. All these things I'm telling you, I've learned through experience, right? Another thing you can do is Go to your first step, hold on to the railing, take a step on that, step up, step down, step up, step down, holding things. What you do to one leg, you must do to the other. Step up, step down, holding on to something. Eventually, you work yourself to the point that you can step up and step down without holding anything. All right, when you get to that stage, if you want to drop me a comment, then we'll show you the next one where you can step up, step down, and raise one leg in the air. All right, folks, look, I want to help people. Whatever I learn that helps me, I like to pass it on to other folks. So if you have any questions and you run it past me, like I say, I'm not a professional, but I have friends that are physical therapists and friends that are more professional athlete. I'm an athlete. I do run. I do have my USATF certification for track and field. And in that, you do learn a whole lot in that also. So I would love to pass this on to you guys. And let's get in shape as older folks. And if any young people can do the same too. But I do know that as people get older, things start happening. The body hurts when you get up. Back in 2009, whenever I got out of bed, that first step was very difficult. Okay, my Achilles were hurt, my feet were hurt, and all of that. But I fortunately got the idea, God put in my head to start running again, and I started running, and I don't suffer from any of those things anymore. Now, I'm a person that if I lay in bed too long, my back would hurt. And since I came back from Liberia, I've been spending a lot of time in bed. And my back is giving me problems. Well, not problems, just tight. So you can do the usual thing, like bend down, try and touch your toes, right? If you don't reach it, that's fine. Can't reach your toes, that's fine. Go as far as you need and come back up. And work that, come back up until one day you can reach your calf muscles. Then you can be able to reach your toes. I will tell you right now, when I was a teenager, I could not touch my toes easily. Now I can. Okay, now I can. Now I can do some crazy things like cross my leg like this, right? And squat. All those things, I know some of you never had to do that when you were young, but all these things can come back to a certain extent. Follow your doctor. Don't do more than you can. And don't go crazy with this. You want to get advice from your doctor before you do anything that you feel is too much for you. And when I say if you feel that it's too much, everybody here can do a little bit more than they think they can do if they push themselves a little bit. So let's work together and try and get us all together. And hopefully one day this thing gonna become a little bit bigger where we can interact with each other, right? Chat and chat back and forth. And you can chat with me and ask me questions. And if I can't answer, I will ask other people for the answer. Like all these muscle groups, I don't know them, right? My injury about 2 weeks ago was right down in here. Actually, I felt it in my groin while I was running in New York. And I slowed down and finished the race. It was not a good time, but I finished. That injury I expected to last about 3 weeks to a month because groin injury go on for a mighty long time. But after about a week, I wasn't feeling it anymore. So a week and 2 days, I went running and I did a good bit of running. Then I started feeling again, so I eased off. Now, because it was felt up in here, doesn't mean that where the problem was. Got to find out that problem is right in here. This muscle is extremely tight, right? And when I massage myself, I do what I was told by physical therapy, go up and down the muscle. You can feel it. You know, the muscle run like this. If you go like this, you'll feel it. Across it, you'll feel it. He said, go up and down the muscle. And that's the technique I've been using. If you go to get a professional massage, you will find that they will do things a certain way. So pay attention to what they're doing, and you can try and do those things to yourself when you're not feeling so great. Okay, there was a time about 2000, 18, I had a problem, 18, 19, when going down steps, I would feel a pinch right here on the outside of my knee. Now, it turned out I thought it was a knee problem. Told my physical therapist, he was looking at it as a knee problem also, but I got to find out, again, it was this muscle here. Because all these muscle groups tied to your bone somewhere, right? So it was this muscle that had gotten extremely tight. And it was pulling on this area right here that every time I went across, it was like a rubber band snapping across the bone and creating pain. Similarly, in 2000, I don't remember what year, maybe 18, no, longer than that, 2008, maybe I went down Florida to run in the USATF Masters National. I went down with little Achilles issue, and by the time I got to the second race, both Achilles were killing me. Right? They had to wrap my leg so I wouldn't be able to flex them so much. And then I was able to put my spikes on and finish my race. All right, come to find out it was the calf muscle that was the problem, right? That had suffered from Achilles for years and nobody could tell me, but to give me a solution to it. Come to find out, calf muscles was extremely tight. I kept massaging it, that problem went away, and I haven't had Achilles issues since. Right now, I can feel a lump in it. All right, folks, thank you for watching, and if you like what you see, please give me this, and please subscribe. Give me share the video, and make sure when you when you subscribe, hit the bell, and make sure that bell is black.